Marshmallow Fanboy here, back with another action figure review, this time on Lex Luthor in the power suit, the DC New 52 version, and not the Darkseid War version, which has him in the Superman suit with sort of a Darkseid-ish head and a throne. Just the regular one. This is how he appeared in the New 52, but of course it's reminiscent of the superpowers era Lex Luthor power suit. He also wore that suit for a short stint as a member of the Justice League. It was way before Dr. Doom tried to be a hero in Invincible Iron Man after they thought Tony was dead. It turned out he kind of was, but he kind of wasn't. It's convoluted, but it was super interesting at the time. That's still interesting, I suppose, now. So, typical McFarlane figure. Typical packaging for it. Really super cool photo on the back, even though it's of the action figure and not of the artwork. Actually, that could be a computer render. That could be a computer render. It's a really, really good picture. And fortunately, you get it as a trading card inside, along with the action figure stand. Look at all that great detail. If they had slapped just a little bit of a different color green paint, maybe a dry wash or a paint wash rather, or a dry brush to bring some of that out. But it looks amazing. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to see what we've got. Okay, now that he's out of the package, let's take a closer look. First, the card, that excellent scene that was on the back of the box. Again, it's hard to tell if this is the actual figure and maybe they built a diorama for it, or if it's a digital render. I'm leaning toward digital render, although the foot on the skulls looks very posed. Not sure. In either case, he came with 2 extra hands. If you can see those, but he came with 2 extra hands. One is a fist, closed fist, and the other is an open hand. I left the default hands on him, which is one sort of grasping hand. I'm not sure what sort of accessory he would carry, but he has that, and then he also has sort of a relaxed grip, but something else that could hold on to a weapon or something else. So let's go over some of Lex Luthor's features. I'd love to have a Lex Luthor in a suit, but this is the next best thing. It's the superpower suit. I grew up him wearing the suit on the cartoon. Am I remembering that right, or was it... He was in the suit for a long time. So let's go over the articulation here. So, the head moves left and right. Because of the high collar here, it doesn't go all the way around. He can look down, and he can look up to well, the collar still interrupts, so he can't look up. The arm doesn't swivel all the way around unless you come up over the sort of the armor here, then it comes around. There's a bicep swivel, double pinned elbows. The hands have a hinge and they rotate. I'm not getting the hinge to move on that hand, but it moves. It's not moving on this one either. Am I sure about the hinge? Probably should have put him in hot water before trying this, but I don't want to break him off. There it is. The hinge is right here on the arm. I don't know if you can see that, but I actually did get it to move. There he goes. So he has this this movement right below where the armor goes, right below the rib cage. He can flex, but it also goes right into the waist. There's a flexor there too. He can twist from underneath the ribs, and he can twist right at the waist. So you can get him Do a lot of sort of dynamic poses. See, the legs have the hinge and the ball joint, so it swivels, but it comes way out. That's great articulation. Double joints in the knees, I believe. Again, I should have put this in hot water first. Let's see. See if this one will move for me. I can see the hinges. I can see that it moves. And then the other one's got to do it too. I just didn't want to put too much force on it all at once. So let's see. There's a ball joint with a hinge on the foot, and then of course toe articulation, which is really nice. Every time I say toe articulation, I'm thinking of the new one of the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures, and how the folks were talking about the toe hinge as being sort of this, new thing, and they're like, look at what we're doing, and I'm thinking, well, McFarlane has done that for a long time. You're catching up. I don't know if you get an award for that, but so let's see. I stood him up before. Now he's being difficult. So this figure is cool. I love the color. I love that he's not exactly superpowers Lex Luthor, that he's got a lot of detail to him. And I don't know if that detail is true to the comics, because when an artist draws a character over and over again, they usually don't put so much detail on them because they have to draw them over and over again. So the fact that he has all of that on him is pretty cool. I like this. There's it looked like hieroglyphics or something, but it is not. It's just really cool design. In the back, they didn't skimp either. There's a lot of great detail on the back. Little bit of detail on the butt. It does look like actual underwear on the outside because it has the little stripes. He's got stripy underwear. But I like how they disguise the pins as sort of openings in the armor. They put one at the top to make it maybe less obvious. I like the gauntlets. I like the molded gauntlets. They're very cool. I like the high collar. Yeah, I like everything about this figure. If I had to have a Lex Luthor figure, this is the figure to get. I also did get the Dark Side War version, so I'll open him at some point. But yeah, this is a great addition to the collection. I'm happy to have him. Super cool.